Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. It's so good to see you here today. My name is Ranita. I like to do makeup tutorials, review swatches. I also get into mental health and lifestyle videos, so if all of that sounds interesting, then stick around. Today I'm going to be doing a chatty tutorial using some terramoons shades and another makeup palette, just cause, and this is part of my series of just using makeup that I already own as much as possible. So if you're interested in watching, then stick around. We're just going to do a very quick, easy tutorial, and I may style this with a look because I generally love dressing up, so I'm pretty excited to see what I'm going to create today. So let's begin. This is one of the palettes that I actually brought with me to Malaysia, mostly because it has so many different matte shadows in here. If you look, you can see quite a few mattes in here. So this is the Be Perfect Carnival 3 palette, and I really love this palette. I haven't hit pan in any of these because I just have so much makeup, so I thought, yeah, this is a good palette to bring along because there are just so many options over here and you can dig into them and create many looks with those mattes. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is going in with a base. So this is my NYX Multitasking Medium over here, and I'm just going to be applying some of that onto my eyes. I will probably be going in with my Alter Ego base as well, but for the beginning I think I just want to get some of this on here because I feel like this is easier to spread on my eye. The Alter Ego one is also really excellent because it does keep your makeup, on your lids for a very long time. And it's tinted, so if you want to get a stronger like color payoff, then that is probably going to work for you. Any base that actually has a tint or a color will enhance the color of whatever you're already going to be putting onto your eyes. So okay, we've done that. I did my brows already, very basic. Went in with this, which is my Ulak brow kit. I really enjoy using that. So now we're going to go in with some very pretty matte shadows from my Carnival 3 palette. I'm going to be starting off with Forest. Forest is a really pretty green, so I'm just going to lift that up and show you this is Forest. Yeah, this is Forest over here. Let's see what happens because I have a basic idea of what I want to go in for, but it could change along the way. Okay, so I'm just grabbing my brush and we're dipping into Forest. It's a very pretty green. I'm going to just, I think, add a wee bit over here. So I'm kind of using a floofier brush to kind of just disperse the color. Okay, so I'm just going to stick with that for now. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I've taken it up a little bit higher. And we're just going to dab it over here. Just look at the color payoff. I'm not even using, like a tinted base, and you can see what this color is looking like. It is so true to the pen. But if you want it to be even more intense, then yeah, you should use a base that is like white or cream or something. But anyway, I really love this green. It's so beautiful. Wonder how it's going to look with the multi-chromes that I put on my lids. Okay. So we've got this one done. Let me see what I want to go in with next. Okay, so most of the color is actually gone from the brush onto my lid, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's take the next shade. I'm going to go in with, I think, Lagoon, which is a pretty sky blue actually. It's a really nice color. I'm going to take some of that. I'm just going to add it here. See if this even shows up or if I'm going to have to go and get, I'm probably going to have to get a finer brush, so I'm going to just run and get some on a different brush. Okay, and that's the color. Yeah, it's showing up pretty well. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so this looks pretty interesting. I don't want to take the color all the way down here because I actually kind of hate doing that. I feel like it ends up looking very, very panda-ish. So I'm kind of trying to change that about how I do my makeup. I'm gonna go in with one more color over there. It obviously needs to be like a deeper kind of shade. So I think that what I'm gonna go in with is a color called the Deep. It's a very vibrant blue, as you can see, and I'm gonna add that right here and just connect it a bit to that green. I don't want to get too much of this color because then it may just wipe out the green entirely, and then after that we're just gonna go in with our multichromes. So here we go. I think that should do it. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll just stick with this for now. I can go in later and kind of clean it up. But yeah. Okay, here we go. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Alter Ego base. That's this one over here because it does have a tint, and the tint is very, very useful when you are trying to get, you know, maximum color payoff, which I do want from my multichromes, and this works very well with the Terramoon multichromes as well. So I just moved a little bit of the eyeshadow on the sides downwards. I don't want to go all the way because I actually try nowadays not to go like right over here because there's so many wrinkles and I just want to leave that skin alone. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave you. I don't want to touch you too much because the more you go and you mess around with that area, the more wrinkles you get. So yeah, just don't really want to be going in there. But anyway, let's get in with this base. So I'm going to take that and go up a little bit. Yeah, and have this like that. I think that should be okay. I may have to adjust it as we go along. So the thing about this base, actually, it reminds me of when I used to do my cut creases with the P. Louise acid rain paint, and I just feel like sometimes it's a bit easier using this one. I'm going into that inner corner right here. Okay, so if you're like me and you have hooded eyes, this is essentially how you get your eyes to look bigger. You have to go above the crease. So you can see this one has gone above the crease, this one not so much. So I may just have to go a bit higher here. But yeah, we can adjust that like as we go along, so that's not going to be a problem. All right, let's go in with the multichromes. So I'm going to probably use a mixture of my Terramoon shades. I had a couple that I was very keen to go in with. So there's Pluto over here. So this is Pluto, which is one of the shades from the Winter Solstice collection. So it looks like a very pretty sea green kind of shade, and then it goes to like a deeper blue. And the other shade that I really, really wanted to use is Otherworldly, which is from the Fall collection, the Fall Equinox one. Now this is a stunning shade. It's got like purples, blues, greens, and you know, if you're looking at them together, this is what they look like. But honestly, these are just gorgeous shades. So we got Pluto, and this one is Otherworldly. I feel like they have kind of similar tones sometimes, so that's why I want to combine the two and see what happens. I'm pretty excited to see what happens here. Alright, so I'm going to go in first with Pluto. I'm going to start with my inner corner, and then we're going to go outwards. Otherworldly is basically going to be the, you know, shade that we put over around here. So this one that I'm going in with is Pluto. And I just really want this for the inner corner. So I'm not taking a lot, because if I take a lot, I tend to get excited and then I fill up all the places I don't actually want to fill up. So I think that should do it. It's very, very pretty. Now we're gonna go in on the other side. So it's coming out very well, and I feel like it's sticking to the base very well as well. That's obviously important, right? If you're putting on a base, the makeup should work well with that base. I feel Terramoons works very, very well with the Alter Ego one. Like, it's just fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna take this TV beam. Alright, so this is Pluto. I am so excited to see how this looks because I'm a cool tone person, and when cool tones start working beautifully like this, I get excited. Okay, so we're gonna go in now with Otherworldly, which is such a beautiful color. This is really one of my favorite shades. I really, really love Otherworldly. And we're gonna be just putting it over here and combining it with Pluto and dragging it to the side. I'll go over that again, but oh my goodness, look at this. I'm so excited for this look, I really am. This looks gorgeous. I'm loving the way that it looks. The finish of these shades is also different. Like, I feel like Pluto is, I think Pluto looks a bit more sparkly when I look at it. And it's got more of a shine to it, I think. And Otherworldly has I think it's just a different kind of formula. But the shift is strong, I think, with Otherworldly. Because with Pluto, you can kind of see a blue when I turn this way. And then when I come, actually, yeah, the shift is actually pretty good with both of them. Okay, let's do this eye. And then we can check out the shifts together. I just want to merge these two together, make sure that they've blended in really well. I love how this is looking. I'm very predictable when it comes to looks sometimes because I just love cool tones. So if I had to use warm tones, like, I would. But if I had to choose between both, I think I would definitely go for cool tones. Now, wouldn't this be absolutely beautiful for a Christmas party look? Because this is so pretty. It is so, so pretty. Like, if you have a sparkly, gorgeous, cool tone dress and you did this look, wow, that would be so beautiful. I'm very, very happy with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna gently drag this. Okay, so one thing I did notice is that there's a little bit more matte over there than here, so I think I want to add a teeny weeny bit more green on this side. I'm gonna go and do that, but I really love the way that this is looking. It's beautiful. I feel like these shades go beautifully together, and I'm just trying to merge them a bit more on my lid because I think they've already set thanks to that base. But I actually like the distinction of the colors as well. I don't really need these two shades to mix completely because I do like seeing, you know, that clear distinction of green moving into pink, moving into blue, and I really, really like that. Okay, let me just kind of go and add a wee bit of the matte shades onto my lids now so that we can kind of neaten it up a bit. And then I'm gonna be going on with the rest of the look because I want to be a bit more precise. I'm going in with a small brush here, and I really, really don't want that shimmer to come on top over there. So, to be very careful with this. I think it's going pretty well. Okay, so let me just go deepen that blue over here and kind of just mix it with the multichrome there. So I'm just doing that. I don't want to cover the multichrome obviously, but I do want to just get that blue showing up a bit better. And obviously here, if you want that true color to show up, you're going to have to use a white base. That's really the best way to get true colors in the pans. Let's do that. Alright. I think that should do it. And we can just drag it down a little bit, but not too much. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to leave my eyes like this because I am very, very happy with this. Alright, so I'm just going in with a Colourful Beauty liner over here because the other blue that I wanted to use was actually playing up on me. So I'm just going to gently line my eyes here. I don't really want too much of this. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that should do it. And I like Colourful Beauty liners because they work so well without needing to kind of press the color into your lids. So, you know, you can get color payoff very, very easily when you're using Colourful Beauty. I'm just gonna blend it out just a wee bit. Especially on this side, because it looks like it's a bit too abrupt, that color. Yeah, I think I can drag this one a bit more as well. Yeah, I think that this should do it. Okay, so let's go in with lashes and stuff. I'm not going to be doing a wing for this. I kind of just like, I like the way this is looking, so I don't feel like it needs a wing. I may blend out my eyes a little bit though. Here. And here. Hey, okay, so I went and I did my eyelashes. I get very stressed out doing it on camera because it just takes so much time and then my head will move out of the frame and everything, so skipped it. But anyway, I'm going to be going in with my Armani blusher in the shade In Love. It's kind of like very, very light, but I really like this shade, and I think I've mentioned this before that I really love the way that the Armani blushers kind of blur your pores. Just look at that. I love the color of this blusher so much. It's really one of my favorite blush ranges. I wish that I could remove the blusher and put it in a palette to kind of customize my blushes, but it's not a possibility, so I just use it like this. And I did end up buying 3 more shades from this collection because I really, really love this particular blush collection. Just the way that it blurs everything. So I'm going to take it on my nose like this and just blur out this section over here. I kind of feel like that gives me a more natural finish. But yeah, if you ever want to try these Armani blushes, go and do it because they are so good, and they have different colors. I am hoping to own every single one of them one day. So you can build the color up if you want to, you can leave it as it is. I'm just building it up because I know on the camera colors show up very, very differently. So yeah, I think this should do. I'm very, very happy with the way that this is looking. Okay, let's go in for a lip color now. I think that I'm going to go in with the shade Saint by Lime Crime Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite colors. It's been in my collection for a long time. If it doesn't match, then I may just change it up a bit, but I think for now, this is the color. I think it should match because there is a bit of pink that shows up on my eye, so. Yeah, I think this is a perfect shade for this. Yes, okay. Yeah, I think this should do it. I'm gonna go and get dressed. I will come back and show you my look. Alright, so I ended up pairing a dress, it's actually underneath the skirt, with a fancy green to kind of go with the green, and this is the back. I kind of feel like it's very 50s, but I really love the way that this looks. Hey friends, this is the finished look. I'm really, really happy with the way that this whole thing turned out. The shades just look absolutely incredible. The shifts are absolutely incredible. You're not going to regret buying, you know, these shades from Terramoons. So that would be, you know, these 2 beautiful ones here. So we have Pluto from Winter Solstice, like I said before in the beginning, and we also have Otherworldly, which is from the Fall Equinox collection. And because they had similar tones, I really was dying to kind of put these 2 together and see how they look. So it's been sitting on my face now for quite some time, and I'm happy to say that, you know, there's no creasing, no nothing. Just looking at that, yeah, it's absolutely perfect. The bases are excellent, obviously, the ones that I've used, and I'm really just happy with how it turned out. All the makeup details are given to you as we go along doing the look. I haven't added anything else to this look, so if you need any of the details, then feel free to go and just, you know, watch the video and you'll basically find every single thing that I've used. I don't really hide anything that I'm using. If you would like to see more makeup tutorials and reviews, then, you know, be sure to check out my indie brand playlist. You can also subscribe and turn the notification bell on so that you know when a new video is coming out. I do these videos weekly, and I'm trying to do more and more tutorials at the moment so that, you know, old makeup can actually be featured a lot more on the channel. I feel like that's so important because usually I don't have the time to do that. But yeah, I want to do that because now I do have the time. But I hope you had fun doing this look with me, and I look forward to doing more with you soon. So thank you for joining me for this chatty tutorial. I will see you very soon. Lots of love to you, and, you know, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.